Mitch Marner is officially a member of the Vegas Golden Knights. What's good, everybody? It's Nick Alberga and Jay Rosehill here to break things down. The rumored sign and trade now complete. Nick Waugh to Toronto, but the big story, of course, Mitch Marner done in the blue and white, Rose. Your initial thoughts?
Yeah, the end of an era, no question about it. Lots of talk, lots of drama back and forth. It's official now, which to me is a breath of fresh air. And I had wrapped my head around the fact that he was going to walk for nothing and leave a trail of dust behind him. And in return, we get a pretty good player in Nick Waugh with some good experience. So looking forward to seeing him at training camp and what he brings to the Maple Leafs. But all in all, I'm glad that there's a bow on this thing.
Pretty crazy, man. Just all going down in frantic action and just the rumor itself over the last year or so, and it finally comes to fruition. But all that noise about Marner getting, 15, 16, 17 million bucks per season ends
Come
up signing
on.
the same extension as Mikko Rantanen, 8 times 12, 96 mil.
Yeah, and you know what? I've been hard on Mitch, and I'm not the biggest fan of the way he plays. I think there's elements of his game that he could easily adopt, and he doesn't choose to. But a phenomenal player with talent coming out of his ears, no question about it. It's just, to me, he earned the right to go to free agency. A player like him doesn't get to do that all the time. He wanted to get out of Toronto, it seems like. He wanted to test the free agency market. Tampering aside, I think he got to do that to a certain level and was comfortable moving on to the Vegas Golden Knights. Again, like I said at the beginning, I'm just thrilled we got something in return, as I had wrapped my head around the idea that he was going to leave us with nothing. So a bit of a bonus in that sense.
Yeah, it's kind of weird to me even talking about this, like turning the page on the Mitch Marner era in Toronto, but we were at it. I mean, how long have we been talking about this guy? Drafted 10 years ago. I still remember that draft vividly. Finally puts up a 100-point season. Unfortunately, just doesn't really get the job done in the Stanley Cup playoffs. And I think from the Maple Leafs perspective now, I mean, the combo is going to be there, Marner and Eichel. And what could Marner do with the Vegas Golden Knights? That's going to be lingering in our minds as we move forward here too.
Oh, no question. I mean, one of the fun things is going to be able to watch him and how he develops and how the chemistry unfolds with him and his new teammates. It'll be interesting to see him come back to Toronto and see the reception there, as well, as he was a longtime Leaf, hometown kid. But left with some turmoil and some animosity on both sides, no question about it. So lots of fun stuff to look forward to next year. Wish him the best. He's a good player. Just wasn't right for the combination of guys we had here in Toronto, and I think the majority of Leafs Nation is happy to turn the page and see what kind of damage they can do now with that cap space relieved.
How about that? Rosie taking the high road here, breaking down Mitch Marner's departure. But in Nick Waugh, just quickly, 2 years left at $3 million bucks. I like the player quite a bit. Shoots right, plays center. I would not be shocked, I'm saying this right now, if at some point in time he's on that top line or on the second line. He can play the wing as well. I think the versatility is the major selling point here. Like, Vegas has utilized him in a variety of different roles. And I think as we have this conversation here, I think moving forward, I think a lot of people are going to be pleasantly surprised with Nicolas Waugh, just because sort of buried in Vegas. Like, a lot of people don't watch that team on a frequent basis, but I think he's a guy you need on your roster as you look for pieces like that, and the values there, obviously, with the salary cap too, right?
Yeah, and the versatility you mentioned is huge. We're not very deep at center, and now with the additions of John Tavares re-signing and Waugh coming in, and we've added some bodies. A lot of noise being made by Treliving, and with what we've given up and what we've got and what we still have remaining in cap space, it's hard to believe anyone would have criticism for Treliving after today, and free agency hasn't even started. So tidy pieces of business there. The team's starting to take shape, and to me, the biggest thing is it's not as empty cupboards up front as it was a couple of days ago, and I look forward to seeing where these guys fit and how they're moved around the lineup.
Make sure to check out more of our content right here on the Leafs Nation YouTube page. We got long form interviews, we got clips, we got epic rants by Jay Rosehill. We simply have it all. And don't forget, you can find out much more at theleafsnation.com. Thanks so much for watching.